I get so excited. Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm going to be bringing you a first impression review. I have never done this before on my channel, but I saw this new product come out and I was just very drawn to it, and I kind of just wanted to jump right on and do a first impression review for you guys. Also, excuse my appearance, it is Saturday morning and I just got out of bed and I wanted to definitely do this review for you guys, but I wasn't about to put on false lashes and everything like that. Ain't nobody got time for that on a Saturday morning. So what I'm talking about, if you already saw the title, I'm sure you know, it's the new YSL Fusion Ink Foundation. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the French version of what this name is. And I picked mine up in the color BD50 Warm Honey. This foundation does have 21 shades from what I can see from the Sephora website, and they have this kind of thing where it's categorized into pink, yellow, and then I believe shades that are a combination of pink and yellow. So you're definitely going to find your shade. Now this is what the packaging looks like, and I will be closing in so you guys can see, but this is just a beautiful, beautiful bottle. I have to say the packaging really won me. Like gold YSL right in here, and it has this frosted glass bottle, has all the ingredients and everything right in the back. The other thing I like is that it does show you a window of when your foundation will be done. A lot of foundations do not do that. So that is the packaging. Again, just really love it. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna pop off the top right here, and it does still have YSL right on the top here as the logo. And then you just unscrew it, and it comes with a little dropper. Now, I am not too crazy about that. I always will prefer a pump. I just think it's the most convenient and sanitary. So I'm just going to read to you guys really quick on the Sephora website what it claims to do. Again, this is a very first impression. The only thing I have done was swatch it on the back of my hand. I felt a little bit of the consistency, and that was pretty much it. I don't know what it's going to look like on my face or anything like that, so hopefully it matches. Okay, so it says what it is: a revolutionary fine as ink foundation with broad spectrum SPF 18 that protects the skin while it wears weightlessly for 24 hours. That's what also got me. I'm like, 24 hours? And also YSL foundations, they're usually very dewy and more towards, or aimed towards people with drier skin types or normal to dry. I'm very oily. I'm probably getting oily just sitting here talking to you guys right in my T-zone. So yeah, let me continue. What it does: great all-day comfort, broad spectrum sun protection, and a soft matte finish with this featherweight foundation that suits every skin type. Its innovative hybrid satin technology provides a lightweight yet high coverage formula, and its exclusive extendable polymers offer buildable coverage that lasts for a flawless finish. Special sweat and sebum controlling agents allow for 24-hour of coverage, even through humidity of heat, and its sensorial volatile dry oil complex allows it to set in seconds. Formulated with pure micro-coated pigments, it delivers lasting radiant color, and the face zoning applicator allows you to perfectly apply it to the face for precise, easy-to-use application that never is cakey or heavy. That was a mouthful. Basically, what all that is saying is that it's 24 hours, it's going to help control oils in your skin, even with sweat, humidity, everything like that. Also, the dropper is aimed for you to be able to just put it on your face where you need it. That's just how it's supposed to be used, and we'll see how it works. So I think that's everything I want to say about the foundation. I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and try it on. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Okay, I hope I like it. So I am going to be using my Sigma F80 flat kabuki brush on one side, and then I'm going to be using my Beauty blender on the other side, so you guys can see the difference or see if it's anything, you know, which one works better, I should say. Also, I'm only going to be using a primer on one side of my face. As you can see, I do have a blemish right here. It is that time of the month. It happens. The rest of my face is pretty clear, so I don't have that much to cover there, but we'll see how that covers up right there, especially with how oily I am in my T-zone. I have a feeling it's probably gonna break down right there, but again, first impression, review, trying to see how it's gonna work. So it's good that that happened, I guess. Okay, so let me just prime. I already have my moisturizer on my face, and I will prime this side of my face. So just a thin layer of primer. I don't really go crazy. This is not a oil controlling primer, so I don't want to use that because I kind of want to see how the foundation performs on its own. But it's just something to kind of just even out my skin and feel like, I don't like putting foundation directly on my skin. I feel like I need like a little layer in between. So yeah, so now we're gonna, it says to shake. I remember it saying that. So I'm gonna shake it up. And I just want to smell it too. It smells a lot like the Estee Lauder Double Wear, I feel like. I don't know. Okay, so I guess this is so weird dropping this on my face. Like, I'm just gonna drop, like, or not drop, I'm just gonna, this is so unsanitary to me, but this is my own bottle and my face is clean, so whatever, I guess, if this is how it's supposed to be used. I'm just, okay. That looks like a lot. I'm not used to putting like thin layer foundation on my skin to begin with, really, so. Okay, so for this side, I will be using a beauty blender and I'm just gonna dab it in. The color looks perfect. I'm really happy about that. It matches my neck. You can definitely see that it matches and you can just see the difference. So this is the beauty blender side and then this is the side with nothing. And it really just with that layer, I mean, I'm sure it is buildable, but I feel like this is a little more than light coverage. I mean, maybe medium. It's not, I don't know. I'd say maybe like if there was a light and a half. I know that sounds stupid, but it's kind of like not really medium, but not a little bit more than light. So I really like how it looks. I think it looks really nice. It doesn't look completely matte, but I don't know. I like it. It looks good. It covered anything that, I mean, just more, I shouldn't say it covered, I should say it just evened out because I don't really have much to cover on my actual face right now, but I like how it looks so far. Let's see. Kind of feels powdery, but not like overwhelmingly powdery. Okay, so now we're gonna do the other side. I'm just gonna shake it again, I don't know. I feel like this kind of foundation needs to be shaked or shooken. I'm just gonna put this again on my face. Definitely put some on that nose and up here. I'm just going to be using my flat top kabuki by Sigma, my F80. I do have a coupon code for this below. I always stipple my foundation in first when I'm using a brush like this, and then I'll go back in and buff it out. I definitely want to just stipple first. If you go in and just like blend it right away, you're not getting the maximum coverage. So it's really easy to blend. I mean, with both ways, it just seems like it blends very easily. So that is completely one layer of the foundation. Again, this side is the beauty blender and this side is the brush. I don't really think one was really different than the other. I have to say that probably my brush was just easier. I just tapped right in and then blended it out. This one I have to make sure that there's no dots, so I'm constantly like blending even more with this one. That's why I tend to use this with thicker foundations because it'll soak up the excess. But yeah, I like it. I do like how it looks. My blemish on my nose is still peeking through a little bit. See, you can still see it a little, which is, I mean, expected. I would usually go in with a concealer and then the foundation on top, so that's fine. But the finish is really nice. It's not like cakey or heavy looking. I really like how it looks so far. So I am gonna just do one quick layer on top, one more layer, so that you guys can see if it's buildable or not. But normally this would be fine for me. So I'm just gonna go in really quickly with one more thin layer, just adding this all over really quick, because I think it already looks nice, but okay, so that is one more layer, just a very thin layer. I only did a couple dots here and there of what the foundation looks like. I still think it looks great. Maybe a little bit more powdery, because I feel like the consistency of this foundation, if you're familiar with the new like Dream little bottles that look like a genie, if I can find a picture I'll insert it here, has the same kind of deal with the dropper and everything like that, and it's kind of like liquid to powder finish. This is kind of what the foundation feels like, if you felt that before. Maybe in the future I can do like a dupe video or see if it's a dupe or not. But as of right now, I haven't tried that one. So as of right now, I really like how it looks. I'm just gonna put on a little bit of concealer and maybe like a lipstick or something, and that will be it. I'm not gonna powder my nose or anything, which is completely out of my comfort zone. Again, I powder my nose no matter what, because it's such an oily mess. I put a mattifying primer and a powder on top of my nose no matter what. So we'll see how that's gonna work. I'm busy today. I have to run a few errands. I also have to go to the salon that I work at on Saturdays if they need me, and do my sister's hair. She wants to go purple today, so I'm gonna do that. And yeah, so we'll see how this holds up, because especially when I'm working, I tend to get very hot. We'll see. So yeah, so I'm gonna be checking in. It's 10:27. I'm gonna be checking in probably around 2 o'clock. I think that's a good next time to check in. Not sure if I'll make it back home or not, but I'll either just check in really quick on my phone and then check in later back here. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye. Hey guys, so I know I look crazy right now. I just finished doing my sister's hair and I wasn't able to check in at the salon because my phone wasn't working. But it is now 3:40. So bottom line is that I did get greasy right in my T-zone, which I was totally expecting. I mean, I get greasy in my T-zone with a primer, a mattifying primer, and a powder. So again, I was totally expecting that. Happened within 3-hour mark. So, I mean, I was also working, I was busy. Again, I'm okay with it. Everything else seems to work out fine, or seems to look okay. My powder on my blush and my bronzer look okay, and the rest of my face actually is not oily, and I did not powder or set that in any way. I only used primer on one half, which honestly looks the same as this half of my face, but yeah. The only problem I have is that one thing, basically my oils. Also, I do have a blemish here. It has completely been removed, or the foundation has been completely removed from that blemish now. At the 3-hour mark, it was kind of peeking through, and then I kind of blew my nose or whatever, and it was like a line from like where my foundation started and where I blew my nose. So, I mean, I also touch my nose a lot. I'm always like this, or blowing my nose. That sounds so bad. I'm always like this. So yeah, the only complaint I have right now is basically my oily nose, which again, totally expected. I guess that's pretty much it for this update or check-in. I will be going to run a couple more errands with my mother now that I'm done with my sister's hair, and I will be checking in probably in a couple more hours. Do I have anything else to say? Nope, I guess that's it, guys, so I'll see you in a couple hours. Bye. Hey guys, so I'm back with a last update for the night. I am tired and I've had this makeup on now for a total of 10 hours. It is now 7:38. So I'm just ready to get this makeup off and honestly shower and relax and possibly go to bed soon and be a little bit of a loser because it's Saturday night, whatever. Let me kind of just break it down. So I put it on with the sponge and the brush. Both I liked. I think I liked the brush applicator a little bit more just because it was a little faster and easier. Blended out very easily. Both ways it blended out very easily. It does have a powder, liquid to powder finish. So that's nice because it is mattifying, but it's also not too cakey. One thin layer did a nice job for me. I did like the one thin layer. It pretty much just evened out my skin and it still looked like skin. 2 layers looked a little bit more like makeup on the face, but it wasn't anything too powdery or cakey or anything like that. I do feel like it gave my skin a nice smooth appearance. My pores looked okay. I just think the powder finish on top makes it just look all over smoother on the skin. And I feel like I don't really need to powder the rest of my face, just my T-zone. But other than that, everything looks good. I do like it. So I would give this foundation a thumbs up. I have not tried the drugstore version, I want to say, so I don't know if it's even worth it. I didn't mention it in the beginning of the video, but this is a $60 foundation, so just want to make that clear as well. But again, it has a wide range of colors. It is beautiful on the skin, and let me see. It also has, the other thing I wanted to mention in the beginning of the video, it has a little bit under 1 fluid ounce. So although the packaging is quite large, it only has 0.84, yeah, 0.84 fluid ounces. So just be aware of that as well if you're going to spend the money on this foundation. I guess that's it for this first foundation review that I've done on my channel. If you have any questions, just leave them down in the description box, because I feel like when I'm doing, this is the first time I'm doing this, so I'm like, I don't know if I'm forgetting something. So if I am, just leave it down in the description box. I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. I always do. And I guess that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all the love and support, especially on my last video with my birthday. Thank you so much for all the birthday wishes and everything like that. Super, super appreciative. And everybody, anyone that subscribes to my channel, just know it means something to me. So thank you so much. And I guess that's all I have to say. I'm gonna drink the rest of my Dunkin' Donuts and take off my makeup and probably just chill and watch the rest of the Sex and the City movie. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.